Cinema Classics is brought to you by the Gateway Film Center, 1550 North High Street, Columbus, Ohio. Further details and showtimes online at gatewayfilmcenter.org.
The award-winning Cinema Classics is produced by John DeSando and Johnny DiLoretto. Listen to the shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org and like us on Facebook. I'm Johnny DiLoretto.
I'm John DeSando.
This is Cinema Classics.
It is.
And a couple of movies came out this year, John. A couple of good movies, actually.
Yeah.
About survival.
Got it.
Probably both locations equally alien to either you or me, right? Matt Damon, trapped on the surface of Mars,
right,
in The Martian. Surprisingly great Ridley Scott movie.
Yeah.
And Leonardo DiCaprio in, what's the guy's name?
The Revenant.
Yeah, The Revenant. But what is the director's name?
Inarritu. Yeah.
Inarritu?
Alejandro
Inarritu. Yeah, the director of The Bird.
Right.
Or the director of Birdman. Yeah.
And Babel.
Wow, now this is a really jumbled introduction.
And Morris Peros.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, yes.
Alejandro Inarritu, director of Birdman, directs Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. Actually, this was a movie from the 70s with Richard Harris. Not a lot of people are talking about that.
No,
it's
right.
the same exact
Good
film,
for you.
based upon the same exact source material, about a frontiersman who, with his group, is mauled by a bear, and then he's left for dead. They bury him alive, essentially, and he breaks free to get revenge.
If you're not interested in 2.5 hours of utter survival,
yeah,
and I was a bit shocked about how long it was and how much of that, because this is really a story about revenge, you might want to see one of the greatest sequences in film history made right this year.
Yeah.
And this is the bear mauling.
Okay.
I think it is unforgettable. How experts even, I think, don't know exactly how the director had him mauled for several minutes. Although I've heard there are pulleys that yank him up and down. The bear, of course, is never going to be, a real bear is never going to be in the shot. But it is so realistic.
Well, I'm sure they mixed real with computer stuff. I mean, that's the answer to everything these days. If you don't know how they did it, you just say computers.
Well, this is a great sequence. We all know that he survives that, and he survives a pole-like premature burial.
Yeah, and the movie, it just appears so daunting and cold and frigid and just awful. It looks awful. So we're talking about survival film.
Yeah.
You have here 127 hours displayed here as our little reference point.
Yeah.
I don't even, is this 127 hours, is that really survival or is that just waiting?
Well,
because he's not moving. He's pinned between rocks. He's just
waiting to decide if you're going to cut your freaking arm off or not.
Yeah.
I mean, this is real survival. Yeah. He does not survive unless he does that.
Right.
So I think.
Okay, I get it.
Because I've been to that part of the world on my motorcycle,
uh-huh,
and I've been by myself out in these vast desert-like places in the Southwest, and wondering now at my wisdom how I ever took myself on a motorcycle in that barren land where there wasn't anybody, an Indian otherwise, who was going to show up.
Yeah, I can just imagine, no matter what your situation would be, you'd be able to talk your way out of it.
That's right. Well, maybe
you wouldn't be able to talk your way from between the two rocks.
And you know something, we and I was complaining to you about Leonardo perhaps getting the Oscar when he has so few lines.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the key, right? You're going to have some more lines.
All right, let's talk about some more great survival films.
Well, two recently.
Yeah.
Unbroken.
No, that's a survival film?
Well, he survived at camp? To survive in the boat?
When we say survival, we mean survival. You're not surviving other human beings. You're surviving the elements. You're surviving where there's no food, where there's no...
the longest any human being's ever been in a raft. This guy was. Louis Zamperini. Besides, he's Italian.
That part of the film was a drag. Let me tell you that. Actually, that whole movie was a mess.
All right, talk about a drag for me.
Yeah.
Gravity.
You didn't like that? How could you not like that?
She always...
But it's so tight. That movie is so tightly done, and it imparts such a sense of foreboding and loneliness out there, and how the movement, how those slow movements can have utterly disastrous consequences. You know, I like that one.
Well, the only part I liked was George Clooney, and he doesn't even last night.
Well, so you liked a couple.
I know. All right, here's one I loved a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Gray.
Yeah, what a stupid movie this is.
This is with
But
Liam
it's a
Neeson.
lot of fun, right?
It is.
So there's a plane crash in Alaska
Right.
with Liam Neeson. Basically, it's Taken, but with wolves. So instead of like human traffickers, he's fighting these preternaturally skillful wolves.
That's too funny. I'm telling you.
It is dumb.
It gave me a perspective about wolves. The wolves seemed a little bit larger than the ones I've seen.
Yeah,
pictures
they're
of.
all the computer-generated wolves.
Yeah. So therefore, we should just pass by, considering your criticisms of the life of Pi.
Oh yeah, I didn't see all of that film.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
But he's on a raft.
he's on a raft with a tiger.
Yeah,
I think
that's
pretty
more
imaginative.
interesting. I mean, right? Than Louis Zamperini. Now that is a movie. Angelina Jolie should direct Louis Zamperini in a raft with a tiger, and I'm in.
Oh, well, tell me then your feelings about, since you obviously have very strong opinions
Yeah.
about survival tales.
Right.
Tell me
I
what
didn't
you
even realize that until just now.
tell
I'm
me
trying to
what,
survive this conversation.
what you think about Castaway.
I love Castaway,
Okay.
except for is that funny? I have an exception. What's her face? What's her name? Hunt.
Oh.
What's the girl's name?
Oh.
What is her blessed name?
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while.
No, she
That's right.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need to know.
All right.
Because I'm gonna
Gosh, yeah.
Helen Hunt.
Helen.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't like Helen Hunt in it.
No,
And you know, just like George Clooney, it's the opposite of that. You like it when George Clooney is in Gravity. I didn't like it when Helen Hunt is in Castaway.
Well,
But I do love. I think there's a movie. You know, you bring up this point about the actor not having many lines,
right.
like DiCaprio in The Revenant,
Right.
or Redford in the recent movie
All
All
Is
Is
Lost.
Lost, where he's
Right.
cast. He's his boat is sinking, and he's madly scrambling to keep it afloat. Castaway comes up with this device of the volleyball,
Right.
so that Tom Hanks can talk,
Excellent
and
point.
we can get inside of his head a little bit easier. I don't know. I think it works there, obviously, but I also like to see these guys. I loved watching Redford in All Is Lost. I love watching these old pros who know exactly what they're doing.
Yes.
It's masterful.
The timing is
And
perfect.
you know, Leonardo is one of our finest actors.
Yes, and I think his time is coming. Now, here are a couple that I think you might be positive about.
All right.
I don't know if you've seen North Face. About
Big jacket,
no.
North Face,
This
the
is
coats, the really expensive
is
coats
the-
I can't afford.
No, this is the one about scaling the Eiger, the one that has never been scaled, the face of that,
Yeah.
and by Germans, and particularly the idea of Hitler.
Already, I'm
counting
not
on that.
interested in
Okay,
it.
and I knew that. So
Just kidding.
I'm
just
I'm
kidding.
switching to one that I think I remember you like because I loved The Descent.
The Descent. Oh, with the cave in the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the girls
Yes,
in the cave.
yes,
and-
the
and
girls in the
weird
cave.
people.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's interesting. You would call that a survival film. It's just a horror film.
Oh my God! Yeah, but it's survival. They have
Well,
to survive.
everything. If we're gonna just, and then everything is a survival film. Driving Miss Daisy is a survival film. As long as they don't crash, they've survived. They've survived the latest trip to the Piggly Wiggly. It's a survival movie. Come on, we have to have some kind of.
All right. All
You know
right.
what? Here's a movie I like with a bear in it, The Edge, with Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
What one man can do, another can do.
Very good. So therefore, I don't think we need to even talk about Walkabout.
No, is there a bear in it?
No, but these kids in Australia.
Yeah, that's a great film.
And that's Nicholas Roeg, I think,
Mhm.
1970s,
Yeah,
early 1970s.
Uh-huh.
So we've been having these survivor films for a long time.
Yeah. What else? What else you got on your list there? I'll dismiss them or approve.
Okay. The Road.
Dismiss.
Cormac
Yeah,
McCarthy.
it's a bad
Is
movie.
that bleak?
Doesn't I don't mind a bleak movie. I just not appreciative of a bad one.
It happens to be overly bleak, I think. And
Yeah.
as
Viggo Mortensen is just not a guy you want to spend 2.5 hours with.
well, finally, here's a.
Oh, we went through the entire list.
We did, because
That's all that
you
was on there.
dismissed them so easily. I'm able to go through it.
Dismissed.
Here's one.
Okay.
Final one.
Yes.
Into the Wild.
Oh, with Reese Witherspoon.
No, actually, I'm thinking about the.
Oh, you're talking about the one Sean Penn
the
directed.
Krakauer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What a
Uh,
snooze that was.
Yeah, but he has more action and more dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, he finds an old bus.
Right.
And
It's kind of cheating, isn't it?
You know something? I hope we never do another. I hope, first of all, that we
Look,
have
man,
survived
I'm
7
just trying-
years of this bickering. It's incredible to me.
It is astonishing.
But we are never.
One day I'm going to write a best-selling book about it.
We are never going to have a survival motif again on the show.